Y'all, this man right here is still waiting 3 years later for the $6,000 deposit that he paid when he rented a car. If you are in the Detroit area or going to the Detroit area and renting a luxury car, stay away from this car lot. Now, he keeps changing the name because he keeps getting sued. This is Sam. It could be Dream Luxury Car Rental, Luxury Car Rental. The list goes on and on, y'all. You'll rent a Rolls Royce and he gives you a Corvette. You'll rent a Bentley, he gives you something else. Oh, a couple people were left, like on their wedding day at the end of the trip. The driver wasn't there. Oh, and when the driver picks you up, they demand their tip right then and there. Like, we're not going to go further until we get our tip.
Is not a felon.
I'm not a felon.
But some customers of his luxury car rental and limo business say he won't give them back their deposits.
I gave you $6,000. I want it back.
Some say he tricks them out of the fancy pants cars they reserved right before their events.
We're sorry you can't get the Rolls Royce because it's been in an accident.
Some say he changes his company name to baffle them.
How many times have you changed your name here?
Not your business.
Some say his employees run defense, protecting Sam.
He needs to call me today. If he don't call me today, then y'all go talk to my lawyer after that, and that's just that.
And when they do get to talk to Sam, some say he's just mean.
He starts yelling and screaming and he wants to fist fight with me.
But whatever you say about Sam, don't say he's a felon, because he's not.
You were convicted of 8 felonies.
Yeah, but now I am not. I'm not a felon.
And why he's not a felon might surprise you. Dewey got married last summer. He reserved a fancy ride as a surprise for his new wife.
So we booked a Rolls-Royce Phantom that they had available, and on the day before the actual wedding, they told me that the car got in an accident.
They offered to switch Dewey to a Cadillac Escalade, but come on, he didn't want that. So they promised to return his deposit back, $923. Here's a receipt on the rolls that they didn't have for his wedding day, but he never got his deposit back. Dewey went to Dream Luxury Cars Southfield office several times, was always promised his deposit back, but Sam was never there to get it to him.
Looking like you don't have the intent of doing it.
No, we're going to pay you. You didn't use the service. You're going to get your money.
But he hasn't. JJ reserved a Bentley, put down $1,500 to hold it for last year's 4th of July weekend.
The morning of, she called me and told me that the vehicle had been in an accident. And so I had to pick between 3 other vehicles that were on the lot.
Boy, another accident, day before the event. She took a different car, this Corvette. She ended up paying the exact same amount as the Bentley. Her $1,500 deposit was supposed to be returned to her when she brought the car back. But one of Sam's employees told her,
I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't have your money. Sam does, and he's out the country.
So she sued and won and hasn't been paid a dime. Patrice got the last-minute, it's been in an accident excuse when she rented a Rolls for her daughter's prom. She was offered an Escalade as a switch, but turned it down. She got her $1,500 deposit back, but says it wasn't easy.
And I was kind of teed off because I'm like, if we gave you cash, you give us cash back.
Hafez reserved a Mercedes for his son's wedding, but last minute,
They said that Mercedes is not available at the shop for repairs. Then they give him a Corvette instead. Now the Corvette was empty of gas, no AC during summertime.
Hafez returned the Corvette after the wedding and says he mentioned to a worker they were disappointed in the replacement vehicle.
She called the owner, Sam. He came over with really angry face.
Hafez, who's about 5'7", was now confronted by Sam, who's 6'4".
He was ready to do damage to me.
I had to hold the phone way out here. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Amy says Sam went crazy on her as well over the phone.
He started screaming at me. You've been calling for 3 days. Leave us alone. Go to hell, and hung up on me.
Amy was complaining because she paid for a high-end package for her daughter's wedding.
There was no red carpet, no champagne, and the driver was in a Hawaiian shirt.
And she says the driver kept bothering the bride.
Where's my tip? Where's my tip? Where's my tip?
Amy tipped him $250 to shut him up. Tyrone says his driver was even worse.
When the Rolls Royce arrived, before we even left the hotel, he told me, before I leave this spot, I need $60 for the tip up front. So I gave it to him. Then she took us to the venue. And my wife told me that he did the same thing to her.
The old double dip tip trick. Worse than that, the couple says they were stranded when the car they reserved never showed up after the wedding. They had to bum a ride from their venue in Shelby Township to Metro Airport.
We paid for services and had a contract in place, and this company just totally disregarded us as a customer.
Speaking of stranded.
So you got abandoned on your wedding?
Banded on my wedding night.
Nichelle and Wayman hired a party bus to carry the wedding party to their ceremony on Belle Isle. The bus showed up 2 hours late.
After the bus got there, he decided he was not pulling off until he seen me and got a $250 tip.
Nichelle says then the driver left the island early and everyone was stranded.
I was supposed to be happy. I shouldn't have been standing in the middle of Belle Isle at the Dawson Museum crying on my wedding night because I don't have a ride home, and my grandmother is 87 years old sitting on her walker tired and she don't have a way home.
Nichelle went to the business to get her money back but was always told Sam was out of town.
I want
he'll be back
today.
No, I'm sorry. It's not going to be today.
You need to call him and explain to him exactly what I said. And he needs to call me today. They don't have to absorb it, but I need a call from him today.
Finally, there's Scythian.
I have receipts from Dream Luxury and Luxury Limousine. Both same guy.
Scythian got 3 cars for his wedding. He says Sam demanded a $6,000 payment for the cars plus a $6,000 deposit. Scythian's cousin paid the deposit, but after the wedding, they say the deposit wasn't returned. Scythian texted, Sam, this is haram, which means shameful in Arabic. This is my life we're talking about. $6,000 is no joke. Call me. Scythian has waited nearly 3 years for the $6,000. His lawyer sent letters, which Sam ignored, and Scythian's been locked out every time he's gone to the business.
There's a buzzard, so you can't even get in without somebody buzzing you in from the front door, let alone get into the office.
So why luck out when I see Sam in the parking lot one day?
Hi there, Sam.
How you doing?
Rob Walter from Fox 2. Are you running like a bait and switch with some of these cars?
Bait and switch? What do you mean bait and switch?
I explained to Sam about Dewey, Hafez, Patrice, and JJ, who all put deposits on super luxury cars, but were told at the last minute those cars weren't available. I show him the judgment JJ got for not returning her deposit, even though she took a Corvette when she'd reserved a Bentley. But Sam's not worried.
She sued their own company. We are Dream Luxury Car Rental. It used to be Detroit Luxury Car Rental. This is a Dream Luxury Car Rental. That's why we didn't go to court.
Okay, but it's the same company.
No, it's not the same company, sir.
Sam doesn't really seem concerned about this customer, so I mentioned some others.
I think you're mixing me up with somebody else, my friend.
I don't think so.
Well, okay.
They all say they talk to Sam.
Well, okay.
They come here and they talk to people and they say you got to talk to Sam.
I'm not the only Sam. And just for the record.
But this place, you've been here for how long? How long have you been here?
I've been here for about since 2013.
Okay.
Sam denies switching out cars at the last minute for no reason. He denies not paying back deposits for no reason. He claims he doesn't need the money.
I am the largest luxury car rental in Metro Detroit. I'm the only crazy dude that put almost $10 million worth of cars in Detroit every night.
And speaking of crazy, he even denies getting crazy mad at customers like Hafez.
He said you threatened him. He said you balled up your fists and threatened him and you were going to fight him. And
Me?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
When I started investigating Sam had a big criminal record. He was involved in a fraud scheme. 10 years ago, a judge found him guilty on 7 counts of taking money under false pretenses, involving tens of thousands of dollars, and trying to pass a false vehicle title. 8 felonies that suddenly disappeared from his record.
I took advantage of Governor Whitmer, the law that she passed, that if somebody one time in his life do a mistake, whatever, I was a model, and you're not even allowed to talk about it.
Well, I can talk about it.
And I will. The law signed in 2020 says no more than 2 felonies can be expunged. Sam was convicted of 8 felonies. But indeed, they appear to be off his record now. Sam says he's a changed man and wants to make his customers happy.
And you'll give money back to the people if they deserve it.
100%.
Okay. All right.
And with interest.
But Sam's taken me for a ride. I gave Sam the phone numbers and details of all the customers mentioned in this story. That was 3 weeks ago. Not one has told me Sam paid them back or even apologized.
I'm not a felon.
Yeah, Sam, you may not be a felon, but you are in the Hall of Shame.